So, my XRP friends out there, welcome to a new XRP update video. At the moment, we're trading at $2.21. Last night, we had a solid sell-off, even down to $2.12. We talked about this in the analysis this week on Crypto Guru, mentioning that there was a possibility of this happening as soon as we lose our support here. But as I said, we've managed to hold this area down here at $2.12, $2.13 for now. That was, and still is, pretty much the last real chance to actually expect rising prices for XRP. So for us, the question is, are we possibly going to see a bullish breakout here, or will we dump over the weekend and see another reversal to the downside? You'll find out all about that in today's update video. But before we get started, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, feel free to join the free Telegram Talk and Signal group. If you're interested in updates, news, and signals, definitely join us there. You can find the link for that for free down in the video description or in the comment section. And if you want to trade, buy, or do anything else with XRP, you can do all of that on my partner exchange, BingX. If you sign up using the link down in the video description, you have a chance to get up to 11,500 USDT in bonuses. You also support the channel. Alright. XRP is currently at $2.20. Honestly, we don't really have any good news to share right now. It also depends on how we draw this trend here. At this point, it would actually fit better if we drew it like this. So that means it's looking more and more like a falling wedge chart pattern here, not so much a trend channel anymore, but rather a falling wedge. And as you can see, we had this sell-off below it just last night. You can see here, this line is drawn down from our all-time high at just under $3.40 up here. We had our breakout Aru on May 8th or 9th, so just about 3 weeks ago. It moved upward. We didn't quite reach the golden pocket. Then this retest, which was actually textbook perfect right on this line. Consolidation, and now in the last few days, it's been moving further and further down. There haven't really been any news that could have pushed the price up a bit, or even might have. And last night it finally happened, or actually already at yesterday's daily close. We dropped below the 200-day SMA on the daily chart for the first time. We even retested it bearishly, which hasn't happened in a long time. The last time was here, and the next candle the following day moved up bullishly. At the moment, that's really the only bullish chance we still have. That means we just had a close here, or rather earlier, a small dump toward the daily demand zone, down to about $2.15 and even as low as $2.10. That's our daily demand zone. We pulled out the liquidity here, and we filled the inefficiency in this area. Let's quickly check here as well. Was that a vector? Yes, it was a vector candle. That means there was a lot of volume here, and XRP picked up this area for us. Now, two things are going to be very crucial for us. First, and this is definitely a must, a daily close above our yellow line. If we manage to stay above this yellow line, we still have a chance, though a slightly smaller one, but we still have the chance to pump up towards $2.70, $2.80, and thus into our golden pocket. Point number 2, which I also consider important and just mentioned, is the 200 SMA. That's this purple line. If we manage to get back above it in the next few hours or over the course of the day and get a daily close above it, then the chances are significantly higher that we'll reach our target of $2.70 to $2.80. So, it's not all over yet. That means we still have a chance to pump, but it's getting very critical here for XRP. Our next support, if we fall below here, is only around $1.88 down to $1.80. That would be the next significant support zone. Yeah, and there really isn't much down there. We've seen these massive wicks here again and again. Here too there is a wick that goes down to 161. That one could also get tapped, and I actually expect that sooner or later we'll see that happen. So we definitely need to be extremely careful with XRP and not get too carried away with hopium here. Let's take a quick look at the funding rates for XRP to see what they look like on an 8-hour basis or every 8 hours. Some of them are even negative, and if you remember the video from, I think, 2 weeks ago, the funding rates looked completely normal back then. Nothing had changed at all. Now, there's a bit more price action going on. We now have more short sellers in the market. I actually like that, and it could even trigger a short squeeze to the upside, potentially pushing US above the 200-day SMA, up to around $2.30. That's our key zone, along with this yellow downward sloping line. On the 4-hour chart, we can also see this wick again. Yeah, it would actually be better if we could catch that wick during the day, meaning if we saw a slight sell-off to the downside again, but that just lowers the chance that we'll get bought up again so quickly here. Another point, on the 4-hour time frame, we've also dropped below the 200 SMA to the downside with even more. So that's not really bullish at the moment either. We really need to wait for the daily close here, or maybe even the monthly and weekly close, since both of those are coming up this week. Maybe we should just wait for that. Let's take a look at this as well. A weekly close above this line, around $2.20, $2.21, would be good, because as long as we stay above our downtrend line here, we could be set up for a breakout next week. And if we also look at the monthly chart, we could even look forward to a monthly breakout. Otherwise, it could be a fake out and we'll probably see liquidity being taken much, much lower. But you also have to say, the price action over the last 3 months has just been terrible. There's really been almost nothing happening, a lot of indecision. So here, even if we're talking about a monthly close, something like $2.28 or $2.30 would be much, much better. So, those are the important points, that's what matters. Please pay attention to this, whether you're trading here or maybe just looking to sell or buy something on spot. These are the key zones. Otherwise, feel free to share your opinions in the comments about what you think. Do you think, okay, XRP is done for, or are we going to the moon with XRP? Feel free to write it in the comments below. Otherwise, that's it from me for today. I wish you all a great start to the weekend. Enjoy the nice weather, and we'll definitely catch up again on Monday. Until then, bye-bye, and as always, stay crazy.